Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Today, oh, by the way, the item I'm missing is the dollar. Today, we've rolled Samson. Samson's kind of fun. Here is the seed. And here is the blank card. Okay, that's a strong start, potentially. If I find a card anytime soon, that's not bad. So, Samson starts with Bloody Lust, normal stats otherwise. Bloody Lust increases your damage based on you getting hit. First 3 hits increase your damage by 0.5, next 3 by 1.67, maxes out at 6.5. So it can be useful if you can do, if you can find a way to not worry about the health loss or have the health replenishable. So, that's cool. That is pretty cool, right? Honestly, not that useful sometimes, but if you get the right build, it is. So we're gonna hope that we get one of those builds. But then again, we got the blank card, so that kind of opens up for a different kind of run. Figured I'd take the damage up. A different kind of run, of course, is nice. One full of epicness and crazy card overuse or rune overuse. For those of you that don't know, the blank card uses your card or rune as the use item. 4 room charge doesn't use up the card or rune. Alright, dude, you keep doing that. Oh, you didn't do it. There you go. Now we're talking. Oh, that's not the right attack. I wanted to see if I could continue the amazing RNG streak of getting that entire thing, the entire fight with that attack alone. Health up, sure. Good job, you guys just ran into that poop and died. You did too, you guys are dumb. I have no bombs, I don't have a card yet. I'm at half health. I don't have any soul hearts. Okay, I'm at 3/4 health. There's that. Well, we got like nothing out of this floor. But we have potential. We got potential out of this floor. That's delightful. It's just what I needed, honestly. Potential wins games, as they say. I don't think anyone's ever said that because it's not true. So, we gotta hope that this item room is fantastic. We know we don't have Curse of the Blind or anything dumb like that, so. Alright. Fear Shot and 1 tier delay reduction, which is better than a normal Tears Up because it can pass the fire rate cap. But Fear is bad, so I'm not too excited about that. But hey, maybe it won't matter. There we go. But Fear causes enemies to do weird things that can get you hit because they're following weird patterns that aren't really patterns. They're just kind of like random based on what you do. Sometimes. Sometimes they're just kind of random, which is the worst. Because it's not even something like, oh, if I go here, this'll work. But no, it's just like, no, if I go here, whatever happens will still happen. Come on. So I don't think Fear is a good tier effect. But I think that -1 tier delay is good. So I take the -1 tier delay. Check out the shop. Soul Heart, you're what I'm looking for in life. You're what I've been missing. So hopefully I just don't really have to worry about fearing things too often. It does take like 86 luck ups or something to get fear every shot. So let's look at it that way. This is a big floor. I wonder why. See what our devil room is though. Hopefully that's real good. I need a card though, so I gotta keep clearing until I find one. Some enemies are completely unaffected by fear. They are fearless, apparently. A little minor damage up there, sure. I'm good with that. Dude, my face is just like dying. I'm sorry, face. I don't know what I ever did to you, but I didn't mean it. Oh my god. Alright, I'll think about that health up. I'll take it later. Alright, well, Little Brim to lock in double rooms. Little Brim is really good. Sadly, it's special, but what can you do? But it does do a bunch of damage. Has a pretty quick charge. Is an overall nice man. So he'll kind of be my main man here. Nice job. You're good. I'm proud of you. Okay. A little more to go. And then we will find a card, perhaps. Perhaps. You know, if I'm feeling particularly lucky. Alright, well. Dude, nice. Low Brim is gonna be a little carry. Which is why they made him special, but I think there are more deserving items. So, that's alright. Seeing him alone decreased my chance of finding other special items, so picking him up wasn't a mistake. Picking him up was like, well, you may as well. Oh, I see. Yeah, let's go for it. Sets my red hearts to 1. Gives me 9 respawns at 1 heart. Are you a wizard? Dude, nice. 1/3 Guppy. That's that. There we go. And then Infamy is a chance to block tears that would hit me. They just won't hit me sometimes. There you go. I don't really need to worry about whether or not Are You a Wizard is active on me or not. Because I have Low Brim. That's what he's there for. Just to be my friend. He's a good friend. So I've been hit like 3 times already. Don't forget that's an advantage for me as Samson. As long as I can sustain my health, I want to keep getting hit, technically. 1 damage up, and if I get the devil card or the Book of Belial as a use item, those instead of just being +2 like normal will also be times 1.5 for my damage. So that's pretty good. I like it. So let's go to the right. To your right. Almost walked right into those spikes. That dude did walk right into those spikes, so what a loser. Take that. Alright, I like that I cleared the floor first. That 1 damage up is nice. I'm going to appreciate that for a long time to come. Because that's 2 hits worth of damage right there. No, and no, I would think. So, I just don't have enough money. Alright, what is the boss? Gertie J. Not good. Fear does make Gertie J stand still, so that's a useful effect for fear. Alright, Krampus, let's do this. I think I'll take experimental treatment this time. Never take experimental treatment, by the way. It's pure garbage. It is like almost 100% of the time a bad thing. But I'm gonna take it. I did get screwed. You always get screwed, though. It's bad. It's a chance to raise or lower each of your stats. So I got screwed on tiers. I got extra health by 1. My damage did go up, I think. So, you know, that's good. I don't really know what happened with range or like anything else. Speed doesn't seem bad, so I probably gained speed. But like tiers, that's like the most important one. And that's where I got screwed. I'm out of soul hearts now. That's never good. I also got the head of Krampus as that devil room, which didn't really appeal to me at all. Wanna quit with the double spiders, man? Thanks. You know, I got too much potential. Well, that could have screwed me over. Fortunately, it didn't. Okay. Alright, well, I guess now's as good a time as any. Fight the boss. Okay. Close. Show me a devil room again. Nope. Health up, though. Well, now I don't have to worry about taking damage this floor. Everything is kind of sorted out for me. Dang it, you. How did that one dude survive? I don't even know. He's a lucky one, though. I don't want that trinket. Of course I could drop it if I accidentally picked it up, though, which is nice. Cool. Still haven't found a card. Still searching. Of course it's greed when I decide to check it, little money. Should have checked last floor, couldn't have been greed. Now everything's half off in shops. Some rounded up, some rounded down. Anemic. It's a range up. And when I get hit, I start tracking blood around the room for insignificant damage to enemies that walk over it. Run is not coming to fruition yet, but I suppose there's time. Magic mushroom. Nope. Pretty fly's good. Beat up, that's not bad. Pretty fly. Oh, that was beautiful. Is an orbital that blocks tears and kills flies. So, you know, I can get behind that. I like not getting hit by tears, and I like not having to fight flies. That's the hardest part of this room, or most rooms with these guys, or similar, is just getting out of the situation where you're near 2 of them or more. And by tough, I mean random. Not necessarily up to you how it goes. Okay, so we didn't get a card still, but there's time. We don't have any soul hearts or black hearts, which is not good. But we've got some health. Got a little bit to work with. build isn't that bad. I need some tears, but... No, there's time. I'm not, like, in dire straits yet. Can still, make this work. Thanks. Appreciate soul hearts more. Okay. Nice. Soul hearts. Dude, nice. Now, the one thing that was most important that I did there was not jumping the gun on going for the soul hearts. There was a very real chance that the fire would have decided to shoot at me right then. And I would have just walked directly into it and gotten hit before I could pick up the soul hearts. So shooting the fire first was like the most important part of that whole exchange with the game. Just making sure to point that out, because that's easy to overlook. I make my mistakes with those fires way too often. Oop, oh, that was close. Somehow didn't end up getting hit. You don't want to shoot that fire, by the way, until the room's done, because then you can lose your drop to it. Fortunately, that drop was completely unimportant. Dang it, I just did that horribly. Probably the secret room. There likes to be a door there. 2 of diamonds, sure. Oh, nice. And yes, I know I just used the card. Because it really has very little value to me. Okay, habit. Every time I get hit, I get a tick of charge for my use item. PhD. Pills can't be bad, only good or neutral, and they're all identified. That's about that. Bought the soul heart, bought the key. Still dreaming that something good will happen this run. Beyond the acquisition of Little Brim. Maybe one day. Well, I'm gonna find out what that is. That's very good. Don't like how when you take damage, Little Brim automatically fires. I'm intentionally not worrying about getting hit now, because I have all this soul heart generation. Shot speed up and a tarot card. In this case, a playing card. Guess I'll just use it, because I'm going to keep the Hierophant for sure. Become Guppy. Hairball for tier blocking and flailing at enemies to do some damage. Mostly for tier blocking, it's like a perfect defense. Tail in order to make chest and golden chest drops more likely and other drops less likely. And altogether I become Guppy, which gives me flight. Every time I hit with a tier, I spawn a kamikaze fly that does twice my damage. Which is going to be pretty good, since I'm regenerating all this soul heart health. I can take a lot of hits, especially if I only take a half heart per hit, and not even really be losing anything. So it's just overall a pretty solid build. Except that soon everything's going to be full hearted damage. So that part will suck, which means I'll tank less damage, basically. Not a big deal. Not a tough notion. I wish, like, the one thing I never want to get screwed on with experimental treatment is tears, and that's the thing that I get screwed on most often. It's like, oh, you like having fire rate? I hate having fire rate. You shouldn't have fire rate. Every time. It's just uncanny. Uncanny. However, here we are. Probably a double key room there. Low Brim is like the only familiar that doesn't spawn flies for me, by the way. Which is unfortunate. I don't really need the left hand. Makes all chests red chests. I'm alright. My fire rate's too bad, I'm sorry. I can't shoot all of these poops. Oh, I see how it is. Like, go back, shoot those poops. What are you doing? You can't do this. I'm glad most of my pills are useless. EFFs for larger familiars that have doubled damage. And this thing, in order to give me 4 pills that happen to mostly be useless. But yeah, familiars larger and do double damage. That also increases the hitbox size of my pre-flies, which was like the most useful thing I could have possibly gotten from the jigger, the coin purse. So I'm giving up boss rush because I'd rather get the item room. Boss rush is very rarely that good anyway. Though technically I suppose it would be 4 times as likely to be good as an item room, since it gets 4 items from the same pool. Okay. But I got more stuff to do on this floor. And that is what is important. Pretty sure I had enough money to get an arcade, so that's a possibility as well. I'm always so slow that dude can like hold me and lock me in that space. Headless baby tracks blood, does minor damage to enemies that walk on it. But not the most exciting thing I could get, but that's all right. Devil. I do have Blood of the Martyrs, so the devil is more useful, but at this point it just isn't worth it because I don't have the fire rate. There's not much of a reason to bother without the fire rate. Fire rate is garbage and a half right now. No matter how good my damage is. Figured I may as well take some damage in order to try and use those soul hearts, but I just can't. Still, increase my damage. Life is good enough. Whatever, dog. Let's go. So much damage output. Pact is definitely happening. 0.5 damage up, 0.7 tears up, and 2 soul hearts. It's huge because of the fire rate. And now my fire rate is once again good. We'll go dark room, why not? I have an all soul heart build, so that's a little silly, but too bad as well. And balls of steel, wow. Okay. The negative instead of invincibility damages every enemy in the room when I get hit. at the proper activation, which is the same as the Polaroid. Half a red heart and soul hearts, or only soul hearts. Down to your last half red heart, that stuff. But the negative does like no damage. It's basically a worthless item. And of course you only get red chests at the start of the dark room, so that's lame. You don't get items. But I do have the tail, so I hopefully get more chests to the point where I actually get items in the dark room. And we have that going for us. We're lucky. But then again, most of the time I'm just not. Bird foot when I kill an enemy. Chance to spawn a dude. Dead bird. That would hunt enemies down and attempt to kill them. Wouldn't do the greatest job, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, Abaddon. Removes all your red hearts, gives you 6 black hearts. It's 1.5 damage up. 0.2 speed up, I think. And it gives you Fear Shot. So that's cool. Good item. But I didn't have any red hearts, and the 6 black hearts overfilled me anyway. So it's all good. Dude, nice. Check that out. Not that there's really any, like, I don't have a reason to want that. There's nothing I can really get from it. So hopefully I get another interesting card now sometime soon. I have plenty of keys at the moment, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Open all the things if you desire. Of course, there's no reason not to use the blank card every time it's available, since 2 soul hearts that I can take at any moment if I need to. Just gotta backtrack a little bit sometimes. Oh, I do have Curse the Maze. I didn't even notice. Still haven't even really been hit in a long time. Oh, you still ran away from me, you punk. Take the swag trapdoor since we got it. Health is still doing totally okay. Nope. I don't know how I was supposed to know where that guy was, but it worked out. I think that the secret room would be above that room. Probably. Test's inconclusive, I would say, because that could be too far away from it. I'm not gonna bomb again because I'm not like in need that badly. But yeah, apparently I haven't gotten the dollar before on the save, which is kind of funny. I thought I had, but no, I haven't gotten the dollar yet. So I'll get that eventually. I'll just have to start actually playing slot machines here and there. Apparently I never do. Ugh, not worth it. Not worth it. Don't care how few were left. Was not worth. Okay. This is a huge floor somehow or other. Just keeps on being the floor, man. Oh, I hate these guys. But as long as you stay in motion, they're really not that threatening. Alright. Could be good. Perfect. Too bad Lil Brim is literally the only familiar that doesn't spawn flies for me. Well, the only shooting familiar. Because he has to use a Brimstone that apparently isn't good enough like my Brimstone is. Yet for some reason the knife isn't good enough. Like what? Nothing makes sense in the world. Okay. Really nothing I was looking for there. Eat up, that's actually helpful, I guess. And third free fly, so I'm invincible to tears completely now. Tears just can't hit me. That's cool. That's a problem we don't have to worry about anymore. Ugh. Haunt with fear is the worst. Oh, activate that. Didn't even realize it was available. Haven't gotten a chest drop yet. If I do, and they're not red chests, they are guaranteed to contain items. That would be a nice touch. For certain. You know, considering I have Guppy's tail, I would expect at least one or two. Here and there. But then again, that would be asking a lot. An item to actually perform its effect? That's ludicrous. Wow, the regular sloth was the last one alive. Mysterious liquid. When my tears hit an enemy or the ground, they'll leave toxic stuff. Does damage if enemies walk on it. It's relatively effective damage, it's just that it doesn't often end up hitting things. But if an enemy actually does decide to walk into it, you will get a decent amount out of it. Chests. These are little thieves, though. Alright, I'll go down to closest to 3, I guess, that it takes to. Okay, he's getting blown up now because he gives me an item for that, too. Gnawed leaf does not matter. If I stand still, I become invincible. Mongo baby shoots random tears from my other familiars, but that doesn't include Little Brim, which is the only familiar that I have, and it's the only familiar that particularly matters right now. Black bean, as it says, toot on touch. Yeah. So I picked up the $3 bill, random tears, every room. See if I get anything cool. There's a little bit of time for it. Ludovico. Sure, I never take it, because I don't think it's good. But turns my tier into a controlled tier. Does damage based on my fire rate. All that good stuff. Alright, let's fight our boss. Be pretty reasonable to deal with. Got it on. If I could get it on both of them again, I would be spawning twice as many tiers like I was briefly. Tough fight. Tough fight. Hard-earned win. Alright, so I don't show this ending that often. Means, show it when it happens. Didn't get very many, I skipped the end of it, but you get the point at that point. 74 deaths. Alright, that is going to do it for today, though. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.